Hello everybody. Oh god, I think I need to fix this. Hi everybody. It is oh my god, is this thing properly capturing me? Hopefully it is. Hi everybody. Oh, oh god. Yeah, my movement is yeah, I'm still learning OBS guys, and especially VTubing. So give me a moment. Um But welcome to my stream. I did promise I'd be streaming Genshin today. Apparently, is giving me problems already, which is stupid. But give me a moment and we're gonna get into the game as soon as possible. And hopefully my audio issues will stop being stupid. Because I'm not hearing the game. All right, I'm hearing the game now. I don't think my headphones are properly plugged in. But it's been I streamed yesterday and I really enjoyed that. So we're going back with more Genshin. And as you can see, um I fixed my VTuber. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out like it did yesterday. If it does, I'm gonna cry again because really and truly I spent too long fixing this. I won't lie to myself. But here we are playing Genshin yet again and just having a good time. So today, as is on the thumbnail and all, once again, hi Captain Price. I hope you're still here. Welcome to the stream. Um, Hopefully my stream be going out. No. Um, I am. Let me check something. All right. Hopefully this should be fine. And yeah, let's get straight into Genshin. Today we are going to be checking out Clorinde's story quest and um hmm, let me see. Oh, I didn't unlock it yesterday, but I have enough story keys to unlock Clorinde. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, let's go to J. Let's go. And there it is. Raperia, chapter 1. So I hope you guys have been having a good day today. Today was actually quite fun. I got to be a part of a video, um, of another video that is going to be out on Saturday with another YouTuber, a very big Minecraft YouTuber that I have been a fan of for years. He was this video. It was fun. I actually also recorded myself doing behind the scenes of it, but I won't post those behind. I won't post my view of it until after he posts it on Saturday. So I'm gonna wait. So I think what I'm gonna do is I may not stream tomorrow and just focus on doing a lot of video editing, mainly for tomorrow. So video editing will probably be my priority tomorrow, but I did promise I would stream today, so that is the goal. So let's quickly do a few things before we officially start the quest. Ooh. back in Fontaine.
Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorinde over there? They look like they might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
Yo, Navi and Clorinde are my
Still
favorite.
no dice?
Oh my god, what happened, ladies?
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the court
Do
of
I have a
Fontaine
British
already.
Alright, let's be real. Jamaican people, especially those who speak proper English in this
Lynette's
country,
ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and
Britain.
about for days on end. And Fremine,
I won't lie.
he hid
Especially if
himself
you're
under
going
his
to speak
helmet as
proper
soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't
the
know.
standard Jamaican English, you sound British. I think people forget that.
What about Chiori and Charlotte?
Especially since
I
we
feel like
use
both of
the
them would be
British
more than up to
pronunciation
it.
for the most part, and the British spelling for most things. Despite that, we pronounce things a little bit different from British people. We do have when we speak proper English to people. Oh my god. It sounds like that. So
I've asked them already,
not really.
but they're both pretty busy right now.
If I was supposed to
I
know
just
British
gave the
accents,
members
I
of the
could,
Spina a few days off too, so I don't want to bother them either.
Oh, you're giving them breaks? Nice.
This is getting pretty difficult.
What are you guys even doing?
Navia, Clorinde, what's up?
Hello.
Oh my. Well, if it isn't my dear partners, how are you all doing?
Huh. Navia?
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Yep.
What?
This is our chance.
They're towering over us. Oh my god, what are you
Do
going
you
to
need
do?
our help with something?
Oh, precisely. My dear partners, we've got a huge problem right now that only you can solve.
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
Really now? What kind
Traveler,
of problem are we talking about?
Paimon,
Mm-hmm.
would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
And
Marechaussee, what
Marechaussee
now?
Hunter is actually one of the sets in Genshin.
It's a new game script by the
that you can
Tabletop
put-
Troupe, a local roleplay adventure club.
Ever
Ooh.
heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to
That's
participate in a
actually
story
a
and
nice one.
roleplay characters with your friends. Oh, I've loved their stuff ever since I was a kid.
That sounds super interesting.
It does.
Clorinde and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently,
Ooh.
someone came up with a new script and was looking for people to help playtest it for them. And when they asked, of course I couldn't refuse. I mean, come on! A brand new script? Nobody has ever played it before.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that's
Generally
new.
speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues, but I think this one is pretty solid. The author obviously put a lot of work into the story, and the world building is also quite credible.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I know I was the one that handed you the
That good?
script, but some of
Okay.
us haven't read it yet. No spoilers, please.
Anyway, the script calls for a team of 4. Ah, yes. We're missing one final player right now.
So, you're saying you'll help us out? I knew I could count on you, partner.
That sounds very
I know that the Traveler
interesting.
kind of a package deal. Is that okay?
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players, and ensure that everyone has a good time.
Well, Traveler,
Yo,
what do you
I
think?
love Clorinde's
Wanna
voice.
play?
It's
Paimon
so
will follow
good.
your lead.
Shout out to her voice actor. Oh, count
Well,
me in for a
that
good
solves our
script.
problem. You have our thanks.
Woohoo! I'll go grab the script manager from the club right away.
The
Thank
script
you.
manager? Didn't you just say that you gave Clorinde the script?
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay for this script. In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script manager provides the next part of the script only after players have completed the current list of objectives. On top of
Okay.
that, in order to increase player immersion, the club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real life. We'll only know where we should go once the
Ooh.
script manager reveals the starting location.
Wow, you're right. Whoever wrote this script really did put in a lot of work.
They know what they're doing.
And it's got a real healthy amount of suspense, right?
Sorry, guys.
I mean, even
my
the GM doesn't know
headphones
how the
is giving
story
me a
will
bit of an
end.
issue.
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
Why don't you go meet up with the others first?
Better.
They should all be waiting at Chioria Boutique. I'll come over with the script manager as soon as I find them.
Ooh,
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going, and don't rush.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something.
Navia, sometimes you do get yourself in trouble, boo.
Let me think. What kind of character should I play this time?
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal you come across.
Silent Night. I'm so glad I got Navia as well. Oh, it's so fitting. Sorry. I'm gonna have to keep one of my headphones off my ears so I know what's kind of going on, because a lot of noise is going on outside my house. Alright, but first things first. Let's go to Catherine and get my expedition reward.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Let me claim them. And dispatch again. Thank you. Alright, so let's go. Let's see if we can get to them from this point. Oh yeah, absolutely correct decision. Man, I forget how good some Fontaine's music is. Oh, Farina!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You're back already. Huh? And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you too.
Oh, if
what a
Farina's
pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game then?
Oh, this is gonna be
Farina!
late.
Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you also members of the tabletop troupe?
Hey, you two.
I'm more of a casual member if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Lynette Fremine and I play something similar at the Hotel Bouffe Tété sometimes, but I'm usually the GM. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time. I'm looking forward to it.
It still gets over my head that
Well,
the voice actor
I'm not
for
a member
Lenny
of the
also
club at all.
voices Blade.
Clorinde simply woke me up first thing this morning, said
And
there
it
was a good
bugs me.
script worth experiencing, and asked if I wanted in.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount on membership fees.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troupe activities, Clorinde?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters of the troupe.
Wow.
Right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really, just a small hobby of mine.
Corinne, come on.
Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion duelist. It's kind of hard to imagine you role-playing with a bunch of friends.
So do we have a problem with any of the rules?
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of Fontaine. I put all personal feelings to the side and grant a fair duel to all who seek to defend their honor. But in my personal life, I'm just an ordinary person. Someone who feels anger and sadness, just like everyone else.
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry.
Hold
I've
up,
seen you
guys.
get
I
angry,
think I need
sure,
to
but
fix my
now
VTuber
I'm
real
wondering
quick.
whether you were actually mad or if it just looked that way from the outside.
I was probably in work mode during those times.
Is that so? Well, in any case, I just feel like even in your personal life, you don't get emotional very often.
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little difficult. A show of anger, though, that might be
Hopefully
something I
this
could
is
accomplish.
better. Yeah.
No, that's not what I meant.
Okay, I think I fixed any issues I've had.
Ah, I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager, Mr. Florian.
Look at that fancy hat.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Oh.
Hello? Wait, are you a champion duelist too, Mr. Florian?
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club. I
Oh,
occasionally
really?
play a few of the roles in my scripts.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the players a more immersive experience. Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marushose Hunters. You all will play the
Ooh.
role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Ooh, that's very
I'm
very
not super
captivating.
familiar with the history of the Marashose Hunters. Is that a problem?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
no
kind of
problem
new
at
to
all.
this.
I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marushose hunters were people who dedicated themselves to hunting monsters and protecting the city by using a special swordsmanship technique passed down over generations. Their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty, as well as the first hunter, Cassiodor. But
Ooh,
I'll leave the finer details for you to seek out and discover later.
okay.
And I'll provide additional commentary as the story progresses.
Thank you,
In that
ma'am.
case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
Yes, sir.
Whoa, just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already.
Aha.
That's what
I
it should
see
feel
many a
like,
determined
you know?
gaze before me.
Feel
Very
very
well.
immersed.
Head over to this location and begin your heroic journey.
So,
Okay.
as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh, sounds pretty innovative. What
That's
does the
very
message
innovative.
in the envelope say?
It's the exact location of the scene, as well as the formal permission to use the venue. Seems like they have everything prepared. Please check all your
Oh, this is
belongings,
good.
everyone, and make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Once you're ready, please follow me to the designated location.
Let's
Sounds
go.
good. Hunter Squad, move out!
This sounds very innovative. Okay, and where are we going? Right here. Okay. Saved it, and wait, where are we going? Oh, we have a little walk. Oh, time to beat you up.
Committed to memory. This may turn away.
All right, blow up for me, please. Excellent. That didn't hurt. Ooh, good. I might need those for a character that I don't have as yet, or probably do have. Alright, I can walk here. Good. Ooh. Oh no! Are you okay? Oh, Biggie cute.
Whoa, they really have thought of everything.
Ooh,
Even the Phaetometer is here and ready to go for us.
Let's
the
go.
Phaetometer. What's that?
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure. We'll need to use it when we try to use certain skills.
Is it like D&D?
And what about all the dessert and tea? Is
I've never
that
played
for
D&D,
us
but
as
kind of,
well?
from what I've
That's
heard
what
and
the
what I
message said.
understand about it, the basics of it kind of sounds like.
Really? That's so
I could be wrong
nice.
though.
It feels just like a tea party with friends.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
Oh my god, girl, you always about your food.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than a Marashose hunter,
Exactly.
Paimon.
Yeah.
Snack hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
Of
The
course
desserts
you would.
are great. But I'm still looking forward to the story more than anything.
Same.
Very fair. Then, let us begin.
Let's go.
First, please pick up the blank character cards in front of you and write down your name and profession. You can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of your character card. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. In this story, everyone is a Marashose hunter. To reflect this, the club has prepared a small badge for everyone.
Ooh, cute.
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by default, so there's no
Okay.
need to allocate any additional skill points to those areas.
That's good.
Swordsmanship. So there's a fighting part to all of this?
Ooh.
Paimon's not sure she can do all that on her own. Maybe
Why don't you share a character card then? The Traveler will be the Marashose hunter, and you can be her little floating assistant.
As usual.
Huh. Kind of like in real life.
Nothing changes.
So, for the name, do I fill it out with the name of my character?
Yep, it can be any name you like.
So it doesn't have to be a real
You
name.
can use your real name too if you want.
Oh,
I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
same.
Oh, so it would be like experiencing a different life, but still as yourself. That's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next
Okay.
up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills.
This slowly
The more points
reminds
you invest
me,
in a
I don't know
particular
why.
skill,
I don't know
the
if I'm
easier it
feeling
will
the
be to
wrong
pass
vibe,
associated
but I feel like
checks.
this is D&D. I could be wrong.
I'll take persuasion and investigation. Those are must-haves when it comes to missions like these.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence. Good idea, Navia. Just as expected of a veteran player.
So, should we also take those skills then?
Not necessarily.
Sometimes
Since
people
we're
can
working
have different
together as a
strengths.
team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to pick up other useful skills. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
That's
Oh,
very suiting
interesting.
for a magician as
I
well.
wasn't thinking about it like that. I suppose it's not so different from an acting troupe. Everyone has their own role to play. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. I'm not quite sure what use they'll be, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the other skills, and I am not too confident I'd be able to roleplay them well.
Oh, Farina.
that
Oh my
leaves us.
god.
What do you want to learn,
Farina, my
Traveler?
baby. Do we take insight, medicine, or cooking? I think we'll take insight.
Something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful.
And I'll take cooking.
Gotta say, this suits you really well. Nothing boosts morale like good food. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills?
Sure.
Let's see. Oh, looks like you each have enough points to choose one final skill.
Great.
You've all picked such classic skills. It's fine to go a little bit out of the box, you know.
Why do I get the
Okay.
feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example,
Clorinde's like, oh
this one
no.
here.
Oh no,
Summon.
Navia.
Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances to summon characters or creatures that fit the script's world-building rules.
Wow.
The script's world-building rules, huh? But how are we supposed to know what a Marashose hunter can summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you, and the GM will take care of the rest.
Alright, you've convinced Paimon. Let's
Oh
learn summon then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of thing shows up.
Well, now that everyone's more or less
Corinne's
finished
like,
creating
oh
their
God,
characters,
no, what
we can
chaos
begin.
will stew from this?
Since 2 of our players are doing this for the first time, though, let me ask. Would you like to play on easy mode or authentic mode?
Navia, please don't pick
What's
authentic,
the difference between the two?
because you're the only experienced one here.
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the fatometer. For
Ooh.
example, if you fail a check,
Oh
that
no.
means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario.
Oh
A
wow.
critical failure may even result in further negative consequences. If you choose to play in authentic mode, every time you elect to use a skill, you'll need to use the fatometer to see whether you succeed or fail, and face any consequences that may follow. If
Oh!
you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default, and you won't have to worry about luck playing a factor.
But that would also make it too easy, though. Okay, so the random checks triggered by the photometer often serve as an indicator for destiny's course or the success or failure of an action. Press to draw cards and get a random number between 1 to 20. If the number displayed is greater than or equal to the check difficulty, you will pass the check. Otherwise, you will fail. So you have to get higher than the amount shown. So players, role playing, and the scene in the story can affect the results of the checks. Your current check bonus, will be added to your randomly drawn number, making it easier to pass checks. In easy mode, all checks are considered successful by default.
Given that I'd like to focus on the story, I suppose I should pick easy mode. I'd feel bad if I brought the team down by failing my checks.
True.
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games.
She's
I'm
not
going
wrong.
with authentic mode for sure. Never knowing what you might have to overcome. Ugh, doesn't that sound exciting?
Well,
I'd
here's the thing
rather
though,
be
RNG can
mentally
also not be
prepared
nice.
for what might happen.
Yeah, Navia?
Alright, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be successful by default. As usual, Navia and Linny will play on authentic mode.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
Oh God. What do you want to focus on? Story or just enticing battles? You know what?
Are you sure?
Authentic. Sure.
Trust me, you'll see the beauty of RNG.
Oh, I've seen the beauty of
Honestly,
RNG,
I don't
Navia.
think
It's not
Clorinde
fun.
would make things too difficult for us, no matter what the Fatometer says. Isn't that right, Clorinde?
No promises.
Yeah, I figured she'd say that.
That wasn't super reassuring.
No.
Well, anyway, enough talk. Let's get started.
Okay.
I want to experience at least a good chunk of the story today.
Right
Speaking
on.
of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy,
Oh, every Thursday, honey. I'm
powerful
sorry. I
demons
am
and evil
streaming right now,
sorcerers
boo.
ruled over the land. They created a host of monsters and sent them to slaughter all humans in existence. Soon, a group of human
Look at
rebels
this
banded
art!
together. With their swords raised, they swore to
Look at
brave
this
the darkness, and in doing so, subdue each
I
and
love this
every
update.
monster
This
that
update.
sought their destruction. They became known as the Marachose Hunters.
Oh my God. This update is, oh my God. It's so good. Look at that art. Who in art? I love this update already.
Sometime later, as a member of the Marachose Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat and arrive at this strange city. As you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity, but you do take note of a few others who, like you, seem to be sizing up this place. Your eyes meet, and you realize these people are fellow Marachose hunters, likely led to this location after receiving the same commission as you.
You're
This
all
is
Marachose
D&D
hunters
inspired.
too, right? Allow me to introduce myself. The
Oh
name's
my
Navia,
god!
monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on the side.
The art
What
is
say
so
you
good.
to traveling together? We can help each other out on the road.
Okay, count me in. My name
Ooh.
is Linny. I've been wandering since I was
Yo.
little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way. I was adopted by a Marachose hunter and later chose to follow in his footsteps.
Is this where you introduce your character to everyone? It sounds like they've done this dozens of times.
Oh, for real.
My name is Farina, and, I grew up in a noble family. I always had a strong interest in performance and the arts. Even though I'm a Marachose hunter, what I really want is to be a performing artiste.
Hey, that's really cool. You
Nice.
can do it, Farina. That's exactly how it's done.
Oh, giving more moral support.
Friend and companion to
I
this
love
Marachose
Navia,
hunter
man.
right here.
I've been studying the culinary arts since I was a child. I hope my delicious food can help boost people's
We
spirits.
look cute.
That's wonderful. I'll be looking forward to your cooking during our adventures together.
Oh, this
Well,
looks
if
so
we're all
cool
here
as
for the
hell.
same commission, why don't we take some time to confirm what we need to do?
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads, "To the honorable and trustworthy Marachose hunters, our kingdom is currently facing a grave crisis. The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and our people are being led astray by forces of wickedness. We beseech you, please help us resolve this crisis and return peace and stability to our home."
Huh. The layout of this city looks super familiar. It kind of reminds Paimon of Mondstadt.
It
The
does.
scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference when coming up with the map.
That is really good.
As experienced hunters, the layout of the city reminds you of places once traveled. You
Ooh.
recall the sight of tree-lined streets and the gentle tranquility of days gone by.
Oh,
Yet,
this is
as you
genius.
regard the city in front of you, it appears to be little more than an empty shell. Its hollow gates are open to you, beckoning you to come forth and bring salvation back to the town.
I carefully read every line of the letter and turn my attention to the signatures at the bottom. Who issued this commission to us?
You see a long string of unfamiliar names.
Ooh,
It would seem that many of the residents of the city issued this commission together.
this is a desperate one.
They sensed that things were not right within the kingdom and sent a distress signal to the outside world.
In that case, why don't we take a walk around the city and see if we can learn anything from the local residents?
Oh, good idea. We might be able to get some leads on the monsters and bad guys we're after.
All right.
You look up and see a tavern nearby.
Ooh,
It appears to be open for the day.
good hunter.
Why don't we go check out that tavern? If the novels I've read are anything to go by, taverns are usually full of information.
Yes, they are. Because your bartenders are normally very knowledgeable because
As you
people
approach the
gossip.
tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
This is so good.
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having today, don't you think?
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely.
Clorinde's playing these characters.
If only those monsters out there would stop causing trouble.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer. If we keep asking questions, we might be able to get some good leads.
Oh, come now, don't be sad. Life is all about optimism. Oh, that reminds me. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
No? Why you asking that question?
Huh?
What?
I don't think that's the kind of question we're supposed to ask.
I don't think it
Nothing
is.
turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons? I could make you some.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't really look like a chef.
Ouch.
Besides, I'm not really a fan of sweets.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine.
All right, Navia.
Hey! Did she just... Me?
Clorinde must have broke character for a second.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
Let's do
The
an
results
insider
of
check.
insight checks aren't disclosed to the players, so I'll be the one consulting the photometer.
So, try to use insight to discern their thoughts.
You recall all the lessons you've learned in your time and begin to carefully observe the woman's mannerisms. You notice that when she's quiet, she has an empty look in her eyes, as if her thoughts have drifted to a place far, far away. And when she speaks, she often subconsciously reaches out to touch the
Ooh.
ring on her left hand.
Ooh, that's genius.
So you noticed. That's a little embarrassing. A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently, so all the guards were dispatched to fight them.
And your husband's a guard. Oh boy.
Do you remember when those monsters appeared?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is that my husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days ago.
Do you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast. When we said our goodbyes, he couldn't even tell me where they were sending him.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible. We sincerely hope your husband will be able to return to your side soon.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. Just try to remain optimistic and wait for good news. We don't always get to choose what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things, like what we eat and how we respond to the things life throws our way. I hope that one day, you too will recognize the power of something as small and inconsequential as a delicious dessert.
I'll do my best. You bid farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city.
Okay. So it's like they have actors, I suppose.
As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet.
And we're
A
gonna talk to
nearby
this
merchant
man.
folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's
hello.
someone
Welcome
who has
to the
long gotten
stream.
used to the sight before him.
Unfortunately, I don't understand your language, though. You may have to translate what you say in English for me.
Although he doesn't
I
seem
apologize.
very friendly, merchants are usually a good source of information, right?
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about this much?
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar?
Clorinde
You
doing
can't even buy half
accents
an
while
onion with
also-
that amount.
Surely an onion can't be that expensive, right?
What do you know? War's nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before. If you're not gonna buy anything, then scram.
Whoa, what
Wow.
a nasty guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
True.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
Do we persuade with Navia? Or do we put on a performance? What do we do? Let's see.
Okay,
I think
while
Glenny.
everyone is talking, I secretly use my magic props to summon a bottle of wine without the merchant noticing.
And okay.
We
We
meant no
failed.
offense, sir. Here, allow me to offer you this bottle of vintage wine, made only from the finest grapes. I'll just leave it here. Please, enjoy it at your leisure. Ah, I should mention that this wine is the perfect accompaniment to a meal. I'd suggest enjoying it with dinner.
Lenny is on that life.
All right. Go on and ask. What do you want to know?
Do you have any information on the monsters or the crisis that has overtaken the kingdom?
Crisis. If you ask me, there's a crisis everywhere you look. Those monsters are camped outside the city, and they've been destroying all our trade routes. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Oh no,
Wait.
no food.
You're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies or maintain order?
We could all starve, and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat.
All right, time to
Who
take down those
knows?
nobles.
Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is concerning.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. We won't take up any more of your
hopefully
time.
not.
Hey, why did you leave in such a hurry?
Well, you see, that bottle of wine was just a cardboard prop.
Oh
Did you
no!
try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, it doesn't seem like there's any information to be gained from the area up ahead. You conclude that this area is best left unexplored.
Anything else?
Before you lies the city's central square.
So
You see
yeah.
a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing
Oh.
back and forth, his head hanging low.
Hello,
He
sir.
doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head and lets out a long sigh.
This guy seems promising enough. Maybe I can get some information out of him.
Go for Rena.
Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, wait, you're... Oh, dear goodness! You're a Marashose hunter!
You recognize us? Ah, are you one of the people who wrote the commission letter?
That sounds like
yes,
it.
yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come! Oh, what great news! The city is saved!
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city used to be free of monsters. The first Marashose hunter, Casiodor, the Golden Hunter, he was the one who drove them back.
So this city has some
However,
history with
Monsters
them.
have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power.
Oh
Or
no.
perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know for sure is that their return has stripped this city of any chance at peace.
Are there
I
not
don't
enough
understand
soldiers
what
to
you're
drive them out?
saying. So
It's not a question of numbers.
if you could
the
translate
guards
it,
simply have no idea how
because
to
I
deal with
can't
them.
translate it right
Most
now.
people my age have never even seen one of the monsters,
Oh my
much less been
gosh.
trained to fight against them. What's worse, many of us don't even know
Give
the
me a
history of the
moment so I can
Marashose
translate
hunters
what you're
anymore.
saying.
When I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back the monsters. So, on the off chance that something might come of it, I decided to reach out to you. To be perfectly honest, I was starting to think
Good
all
luck
those
in your
stories were just tall
endeavors.
tales.
I'm your
But
87th
now that I've seen
subscriber,
you in
and I've gone
person,
through all of
I
Genshin.
finally know that it was true.
Okay, I
Well,
see
you
that.
can rest
Thank
easy,
you
friend.
so much.
The righteous and formidable Marshose
Thank you for
hunters are on the
subscribing.
case.
I
The
really
man is
appreciate
touched by your
that.
determination
Thank you.
and resolve. His eyes begin to well with tears of relief.
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them. Can you give us any leads?
All I know is that the area outside the city is dangerous. I'm afraid I can't point you toward a specific location. Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards. They might know more about where to find the monsters.
I see. We'll go look for them then.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. The monsters outside the city are just part of the problem. There are evil sorcerers inside the city as well.
This is
so
Russia.
Be on your guard.
Okay.
They're actively working with the monsters, and have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic. They're the reason why, even inside the city, everything has been a giant mess. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure, interested in nothing
Good
but
luck.
enacting
I
laws
know
that
it's become
exploit the
popular
people.
now. Thank you so much.
Who knows how much longer we'll be able to go on like this.
Talk about being
Thank
stuck
you
between a
so
rock
much.
and a hard
I appreciate
place.
that.
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
All right, so how do we cheer him up? Farina.
Like, now? Is this really the right time?
Well,
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on the crisis at hand. Brave hunters, I leave the future of this kingdom to you.
okay. So we didn't really need to sing. That's interesting.
If I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need solving, right?
Yes.
Exactly. We need to defeat the monsters outside the city and take down the evil sorcerer stirring up trouble from within.
But which problem should we tackle first?
I think the
Well,
monsters.
This seems like a good moment for a break. Take some time and discuss what you want to do. Let me know when you've made your decision.
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep us at arm's length like that. I totally thought the hunters would be treated like heroes.
Well, Clorinde said the script took cues from the real history of Fontaine, right? Maybe the
Ooh,
real-life
maybe
Marshall
that's
hunters
why.
were also treated like that.
Oh, so they weren't treated all that
I wouldn't
nice.
say it's a perfect representation of history, but there are definitely some similarities. Would you like to hear more about it?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script. You've brought up bits and pieces of the hunter's history before, but it was all in passing.
Paimon wants to know too. The hunters were super powerful, right? Were they all from a special line of supernatural beings or something? Kind of like the yokai in Inazuma?
No. All Marashose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters.
So they were human.
The only thing that set them apart were the special sword techniques passed down over the centuries.
They're just built different.
So you mean anyone could become a Marashose hunter?
Really?
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the swordsmanship techniques required to fight the monsters. Still, most people dropped out at the early stages, and others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person. To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and mind.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly? Oh, and the evil sorcerer the script mentions. Did they exist in real life too?
The land of
Ooh.
Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria.
Oh.
After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear, intent on obstructing humans from establishing a new social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems. He sought to use that force to establish himself as king.
Now, wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet. So, why don't you talk about someone else for now?
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then... how about Casiodor, the Golden Hunter? Or Egeria, the ex-Hydro Archon?
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago. When did you learn all this, Clorinde?
Yeah, how you know
From
this?
my master.
Huh. By master, you mean Miss Petronia?
Someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends. Back in the day, she would often bring Clorinde over to play, but
Oh.
then...
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Cassiodor into battle against the monsters.
They're about to go into some
This
serious
group of
topic, I
warriors,
suppose.
under Cassiodor's leadership, became known as the Marachose Hunters.
Oh.
Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace, their work gradually became obsolete. The Marachose Phantom, originally an association made up of hunters, eventually came to be predominantly comprised of Melusines.
And that's the police force
see.
of today, I
That
believe.
explains why most of the people in the
Fontaine.
script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
Yeah.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's expectations.
And Farina knows.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerer?
I vote monsters.
Yeah.
That's the main duty of the hunters, right?
If
We
we
can
beat the
come back to the
monsters, then
sorcerer
we can
later.
probably lure out the sorcerer.
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing, defeating the
Uh-huh.
monsters could give us some clues on their intentions as well.
Yeah.
What about you, partner? What do you think? It's
I'll vote
decided
monster.
then.
All right. After some discussion, you decide to turn around and head out of the city.
Back in we go. So far, I am loving this story. This story is just amazing.
Let's
The fact
take
that
a
it's
look around,
D&D
like the guy
inspired.
said.
Ooh, very interesting.
You there, outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build and a determined expression in his eyes. Just one look, and you can tell he's fought in his fair share of battles.
He has seen
Although he's
some
trying his
stuff.
best to conceal his current state, his uneven gait and the sweat dripping down his forehead make it obvious that he's been wounded and is in serious pain.
Oh.
I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll only ask this once. State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
English accent.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Wow.
Have you ever heard of the Marchese Hunters?
Marachose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, you expect me to believe you're one of them?
We're counting on you, Navia.
Sir, we were indeed in the city earlier, but our purpose was only to gather information on the monsters. We're here to help the city and all the people within it. Your guards are still fighting the monsters as we speak. They could be seriously wounded and in grave need of support. You need all the help you can get.
And that is... Woohoo! Successful, baby. And what? I did not pick easy mode.
The man regards you with doubt and concern. After a period of inner struggle, he lets out a long sigh and informs you of the locations where the monsters have appeared. Those monsters aren't easy to deal with, but if you insist on going, I won't stop you either.
Thank you.
I just hope all the guards will be able to come back to their families alive. I wish you the best of luck.
All right, so we go further
Based on what the
down.
captain said, the monster should be right up ahead.
Is
Let's
it time to go
Hopefully we're
fighting?
not too late.
As you
Oh.
approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards.
Oh no.
Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell.
I'm sorry though. We gotta move.
It doesn't seem like there's any information to be gained from the area up ahead. You conclude that this area is best left unexplored at this time.
Ooh. What's this? A lot of... Ooh.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and
Yep.
downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks. All the signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just took place here.
Oh no.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without fear. You get the impression that, in their bloodthirsty eyes, you're just another meal for them to devour.
A little help here! This thing wants to eat Paimon!
Your battle round begins. Now.
Time to fight. Make a combat check. Okay, made it. Let's go.
Drop!
Can we even get to play as a... So I get to play as Clorinde in this. Okay. And the thing is, I'm playing on Clorinde. And the good thing is she's also the healer in this, which is good. And I need another healer for my,
The next battle round begins now.
Back to my girl Navia. Props.
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
And,
Oh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points. Otherwise, we would have been in some real trouble.
we would be in that.
I never knew the
down.
photometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict. If you get unlucky, isn't it just game over right then and there?
Huh?
Yeah.
That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of fate is what gives these games their appeal.
True.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
Ooh, what's that?
A suspicious lump. Wait, could it be the thing that appears after every battle?
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed portion appears to be made of wood.
What is
It was
it?
previously obscured by the large form of the monsters.
What is
With
it?
the monsters gone, the small protrusion now awaits your discovery, poking out of the ground like a shy flower bud.
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
Let's go.
With everyone's help, you successfully excavate the wooden chest from the ground. Even without opening it, you can tell from the mora and jewels scattered around the chest that it must contain quite the fortune.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's open it and we can share what's inside.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure more than us?
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
people who need it.
Think about all the people suffering in the capital, or all those guards who got hurt fighting the monsters. Wouldn't it be better if we gave the treasure to them?
Exactly.
Is that how it works? Paimon thought since we were the ones to dig it up, we could just take it for ourselves.
That's being
Well,
greedy and
let's
grabalicious.
put it
boo.
this way.
Not
Any
in this
decision you
one
make
right now.
during a role-playing game can impact the future course of the story. But
Because at the
would
end
the
of the
people
day,
really believe us?
It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marshase hunters. What if they think we procured the treasure illegally? They might get even more suspicious of us.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can come up with an explanation in advance.
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on good food? Then we'll be ready to fight even more bad guys.
Oh, true.
Looks like you're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting late. Why don't we call it a day for now?
Wow, Where did the time go?
Time flies when you're having fun, Farina.
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all or because the story is particularly enticing, but I feel like I could almost keep going.
Ava, we need to eat
Here,
our sleep.
here. Ooh, how about we play through the night?
I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
She'd be like, you came
I
home
understand how
late,
you feel,
mister.
Navia,
I am not
but
buying that.
we have to change venues for the
Get
next
home.
part of the story anyway.
Huh? Another location?
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Ooh.
Whoa. They really pulled out all the stops for this new script.
They sure did. I'm
Well,
here for it.
Even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Clorinde finish her story, right? Paimon wants to hear more about the history of the hunters.
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for the day.
Paimon.
That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, to Paimon, not finishing free food feels even worse than having to buy her own.
Okay.
And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Clorinde's master.
Well,
It's okay not to finish it.
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all in the past. It won't do any harm to share these things now.
Clorinde, do you have a sad backstory, boo? Here we go.
My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute. My birth parents had left me behind some time before that.
Oh,
what a heavy beginning for a life story.
dang.
Master was a fascinating individual, if inexperienced in the ways of raising children. My first ever toy was a short sword. Although I suppose it wasn't
that's
so much a
how
toy as something
you got
Master removed
introduced to
from her
sword
waist and
fighting.
handed to a noisy child in need of distraction.
Oh, wait, so she handed an actual sword to a child?
I don't know about that.
Isn't that dangerous? Did you hurt yourself?
Of course I did.
Oh,
I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. But
wait.
Master was not concerned. She just stood
She
there
gave
and
you an
casually
actual
lectured me
sword.
about it. See, that's
Nah,
what you
that
get for not
is
holding the sword
bad
properly,
parenting.
she told me.
Should have
She
given you a
then
toy sword
crouched
at
down
least.
next to me and said, "Give me your hand. I'll teach you to bandage this wound. After that, it's time to learn how to truly hold a blade."
Excuse me for asking this, Clorinde, but how old were you exactly when all this happened?
Yeah.
Probably around, 3, give or take.
3.
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
Exactly.
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children. She believed trial and error was the best way to teach a child what they're capable of.
True, trial and
I'm
error
not
does
so
teach
sure
us
this
things,
is a
but
question
at
of
3?
experience.
No. No.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time.
Well,
And
you should
anyway,
now.
Children don't get to choose how they're raised.
Unfortunately, yeah,
she
that's
did
true.
bring me back a pet from Liyue once. It was a Geovishap hatchling.
A Geovishap hatchling? For a pet?
Oh,
That's
wait, that
even
thing
more
rolls
dangerous.
around and butts you. No.
What she said was this: make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just settle it with a fight. Whoever loses is the real pet.
Nah, bro,
And
she's weird.
How old were you when this happened?
Exactly.
5.
Well, did you win?
5.
No, I lost.
Of course you would.
So you're saying you actually became the Geovishap's pet?
That's
Yes.
so weird.
But only for a week. By the end of that week, I defeated it in combat, and we've shared a cordial relationship ever since.
That
You
really
go.
doesn't sound like the kind of childhood someone should have.
Later on, I gradually
Excuse
understood
me.
that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. She was a Marachose hunter, but I never heard her bring up her own parents. Thanks to her,
Oh.
I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild by myself the year after that.
At 7.
Even though the training she subjected me to was strict, she always made sure to take me traveling when she had the time.
At least she
We met
brought you
many
in
of her friends
places
during
so you
those
could
days.
explore the world.
That was also how I met Mr. Callis and his family.
I still remember the first time we met. You were too scared to join our picnic and hid behind Ms. Petronia the whole time.
Wow, Navia.
I still hadn't really met many children my age at that time, so I didn't know how to interact with others.
Yeah,
After that,
she's
though,
very
you started
introverted.
coming over a lot. You loved challenging people to shooting competitions, remember?
Because
I
Clorinde
don't
can
think many
shoot.
members of the Spina ever beat you in one of those.
I had a lot of fun during those days.
Clorinde has a tragic but
I
very
enjoyed them
interesting
too.
backstory.
Oh,
And also very
do you
scary.
remember that one time we went exploring around the Spina together? We overheard Papa call your master Fontaine's Protector of Justice. We tried to
She
pretend like we
truly
never
is.
heard anything, but you nearly let it slip that one time.
Protector of Justice. Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante hero from 20 years ago? The one who was always active at night?
Yep, that would be her. She often would put on a
Oh.
black cloak and go out at night. I never knew where she went or what she was doing. Until, like Navia said, we overheard the truth from Mr. Callis that night.
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the guards leaving all kinds of witness reports about her on Nervalette's desk.
Oh,
My apologies.
Oh,
I wonder why.
There's no need to apologize. You had nothing to do with it. And anyway, everything she did was for a good cause.
Yep.
Although, calling herself the Protector of Order was a bit much. Especially when she deliberately operated outside the law.
Kinda, yeah.
Huh? When did the Protector of Justice become the Protector of Order?
Oh, she had a bunch of code names. I heard she would just come up with a name on the spot whenever she was asked.
Oh, really now?
Later on, she
Hey,
probably got
Jason,
sick
welcome
of
to the
answering those
stream.
questions and
We're
decided to stick
checking
to
out
just two.
the
Protector
Clorinde
of
story
Justice
quest and
the Protector
oh my
of Order.
gosh, I
That sounds like
love
her,
it
all right.
so
I
much.
bet she forgot which of the two she'd use by the time she got back
I'm having
each
so
night.
much fun. It's
well,
not even.
She certainly
It,
sounds
it's
like
it's
a
really
fascinating
surprising me. I'm very
individual.
happy.
With her strong sense of justice, it's no surprise her student followed in her footsteps.
It's only
It's
been an
true.
hour.
I always
in,
wanted to become
and
like her.
this quest is blowing my
Someone
mind.
powerful,
If
independent,
you do play
and with a strong
Genshin
sense of conviction.
and you have not started her
But-
quest yet,
But
please do. It's very innovative so far. That's all I can say.
She suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years old.
Oh no,
Disappeared?
Clorinde!
What happened?
I have no idea. She didn't even leave a note.
Clorinde.
I was never able to find out where she went. That
That's
night,
sad.
I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house. But Master never
she
came to
just-
pick me up.
Ah!
When I returned home on my own, it was to an empty house.
Oh,
When she still didn't appear after a
Clorinde.
few days, I went to Mr. Callis's house to ask about her whereabouts. But he only shook his head.
Papa probably didn't know either.
No.
I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but they never found any credible leads.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, given Master's personality and way of doing things,
I guess she
It all
just
made a lot of
left.
sense. if I had to guess, I'd say she probably used it as an opportunity to force me to become independent. Just like how,
Wow.
when a litter of kittens reaches a certain age,
You just
the
gotta
mother
get up
willingly
and
leaves
go.
them behind.
Were you upset, Clorinde?
I would be too. I would be. You just leave me after 10 years?
I was at first, but not anymore. I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
Well,
Something that she
despite
couldn't tell
everything,
you.
You still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine. You're
Exactly.
practically a living symbol of law and justice.
True.
I suspect my position would
Clorinde
be
is
far
that
too
girl.
by the books for her. Master always did whatever she pleased. But you're right. I suppose I do take after her in some ways.
Who knew Clorinde had such an interesting past?
Who knew indeed?
I never had the chance to ask her about it before. And I wonder, If Clorinde's master were the champion duelist back then, would that duel against Mr. Callus have gone differently? Oh no! Judging by the atmosphere,
Would it?
Clorinde and Navi are probably thinking something similar. The mood just got super awkward all of a sudden.
Oh no, poor Farina's still,
Well,
sad
anyway.
about her past mistakes. And
Would
some
you
of the
look at
past and the
time?
things that she was when
It's
she
getting
was
dark,
the
so we should
she
probably
was
call it
the
a day
Hydro
for real
Archon.
this time. If we keep talking like this, we really will be here all night.
I had a great time today, Miss Clorinde. Thank you for being our GM.
Anytime.
She's being a great GM.
The script was good, but I've got to say, your childhood stories were even better. Hey, you should tell us more about that fight against the Geobishop sometime. Maybe your master was onto something.
Navia!
Hmm.
Alright, Navia.
You could be right.
Oh my
What
god.
does she mean, onto something? I certainly don't know any 5-year-olds who want to fight a bishop in their spare time. Guess
Exactly.
I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy if I want to continue enjoying the story tomorrow.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the bishop?
I was talking about the script.
Oh man. I don't know about you, but this story is good. What else do I have? Oh. I need to go claim my rewards real quick. But we have some time, so I can do a few things.
Astra Abyss. Thank you for
Yeah,
complete.
let's get these. Ooh, I have a long way to getting to another set of 10 pulls. Because the thing is, I'm not going to be pulling on Clorinde's banner anymore because I want to get Farina. So I think I'm just going to be saving up until I have enough for Farina. Because my aim is to get her so I have a better Hydro person on my team. Although I do have Monsieur Nouvillette. And I'm working on my Qingxue. Well, let's go to the Statue of the Seven and heal. Ooh! Yes, sir. Alright, don't have any more of these, okay. Alright, let's go quickly to 8 a.m. So this time we're going to be somewhere indoors. Based on what Clorinde got as a message.
Let's go meet up with the group. Paimon's really looking forward to today's story.
I am as well. How are we gonna end this off? Oh, and I didn't get that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get that waypoint before we do that story. End of discussion. We gotta fight Gardamex to get there. Let's go. Ow. Ow.
This way through the level.
Bennett.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Back to you, Navia.
Coming at ya. Coming at ya.
Shiver.
Alright. And
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
nice. right. And now it's time to go get the next waypoint. And here we go. All right, now let's go to the next. Oh, it's higher up. Oh, it's right here? Ooh, secret. Secret tunnel.
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes?
Yep, whether
I'll
we
pour everyone
keep
a
the
cup of
treasure
tea.
or we give it to
Is
the
that really
village.
the most important part, though, Clorinde? Paimon's more concerned about our current surroundings. Heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into the set. Still, it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
Wait, what?
So this set is going to be a part of the script?
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
I'm
think
concerned.
Clorine's smile is starting to look kinda scary.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure out what to do with this treasure.
Yeah.
If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name, just like Clorinde's master did?
Ooh.
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people, it doesn't matter who we are or what we're called.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Paimon's good. Thanks. Why
She-
aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait,
Oh, this is the short sword Clorinde mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you
Wow.
managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances in which you gave it to me. Of course I had to keep it safe. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about all the potential ways for us to break out of prison. We could dig a tunnel, or try to bribe the guards.
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
alright, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away.
Yeah.
Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
So,
She'd
you
hear more
reached an
about
agreement?
snacks. Anyway.
All right then. We can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand.
All right. We're back into the story world. We go.
The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, but your spirits are
Unfortunately.
surprisingly high. In places where sunlight struggles to reach, you generously share your wealth with the children, the elderly, and the poor in urgent need of help.
Great.
Thank you, kind soul. The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until you move entirely out of sight. However, there's still quite a bit of Mora remaining. It appears you haven't made much progress.
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so we can address the sorcerer problem.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy. I'm sure he knows the people here far better than us.
Oh,
Right.
good idea.
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent on finding the man again, there's a voice.
Oh, the guards.
Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you, They run forward to meet you and proceed to politely pay their respects.
Greetings, gentlemen. Are we being invited for afternoon tea?
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place. It is His Excellency the King who requests to meet with you. Please come with us.
His Excellency. Okay.
Do you think this could be a trap?
I think it is.
We have to investigate the court at some point, right? Meeting the king himself would be a fantastic opportunity to do that.
I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
Of course you'd say that.
That sounds a little intense.
Yeah.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow. They lead you all the way to the audience hall of the palace. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques, glass shelves, and silver candlesticks. The items appear quite ordinary in size and dimension, yet their presence somehow makes the emptiness of the hall feel even more surreal and ominous.
Wow, it's so luxurious.
It is.
The elderly king, clad in a magnificent robe, sits upon the deep crimson throne before you. He wears above his head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set right at the very front. As you observe it, you see a complex pattern of light reflect off its surface. They're here, your majesty. A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands and bends down to whisper a few words to the king. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate on your group, but he does not move from his place at the king's side.
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings. The man by his side, though. We should keep a close eye on him.
Excellent,
The king
Farina.
remains still and says nothing. The minister is the one who speaks. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, His Majesty the King finds himself quite exhausted from work. So please allow me, his Prime Minister, to welcome you in his stead. I've heard tell that your group, the Marechaussee Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters near the capital.
Yeah,
Such a
we did
great
that.
deed deserves to be rewarded. However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me for seeking to verify the truth by speaking to you myself.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So we'll just explain what happened.
And so we explained to the king that we beat them up.
The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. Well, that was enough to...
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters, that must mean you are also in possession of the treasure they stole.
Well, we did take...
How did he know about the treasure?
Ah, then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the kingdom.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of that?
Well, no.
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you seem to have forgotten a very important distinction.
Oh, no.
Only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward.
Ah, here we
Taking
go.
the rightful wealth of a kingdom without said permission, on the other hand, is a crime.
But that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, that makes no sense! If it weren't for us, the treasure would still be buried underground somewhere!
Yep.
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it to the court and without receiving permission.
We shared that treasure.
What, no answer? Surely you're not insinuating that you, a group of legendary Marechaussee
We're going to
hunters,
jail.
sought to take the treasure for yourselves?
Well, what about the king? Is he just gonna let this guy talk for him the whole time?
Exactly.
Clad in his magnificent robe, the king remains seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne. His posture is rigid and unmoving. He stares forward with an empty look in his eyes, completely unmoved by the events before him.
He is just not living.
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister be the evil sorcerer?
Yes.
Both the king and the Prime Minister have fallen under the evil sorcerer's control.
No, the Prime
I would
Minister's
like
the
to
sorcerer.
observe the number of guards stationed in the hall.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn. Sensing the tense atmosphere in the room, they stand at the ready, each with a hand placed upon the hilt of their sword,
Oh,
as if
no.
prepared to draw their weapons and surround you at a moment's
Hi,
notice.
Chase!
There goes my
Welcome.
plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned
I'm playing, as you can see, I'm playing the
imposters.
Clone Story quest,
What
and
a
oh my
pity.
god, I'm loving it so far.
Guards, take them away and throw them in the dungeons.
Going
Before
to
I decide your fate,
jail.
however, I must first determine whether you have any accomplices outside the court.
No, we
Can't
don't,
we try
and you
to
better
step away?
stop.
Or maybe start some kind of riot?
I don't think we can. And if we do, we probably won't get
But
any
if we
worse
try to fight
punishment.
the guards right now,
We're going to
Don't
jail.
worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Paimon, just hold my hand.
And you can have my hand
Thanks, you
too.
guys.
You allow yourself to be led away by guards surrounding you on both sides. It's only when you begin to feel drops of water falling from the dungeon ceiling and smell the stench of death and decay all around you that you finally realize you've stepped into a completely different world. Stay here and don't try anything funny. The guards lock the cell door and leave without looking back.
Hey, Navia, that plan to dig
Wait,
a hole.
sir!
Yeah, we need that now.
Your voice echoes through the dark hall, but the only response you receive is the sound of water dripping from the ceiling.
No. What should we do now?
Time to roll
Carve out
some
a new
initiatives.
path of fate with our own two hands, of course. I draw my weapon.
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing there. You now recall that your weapons were confiscated
Smart.
before the guards locked you in the cell.
Smart
The
guards.
bag of treasure along with them.
What about that knife I hid in my boot?
When did you hide it in there?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough search before throwing you in prison.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
Dang,
Correct.
Navia's like, I thought I
You
could
don't
one up
even
this.
feel a lock
Mm-mm-mm.
hole on the cell door.
Clorinde
Oh,
said,
well,
nope.
there goes all our plans.
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This is where the script ends.
What?
What?
But that's a terrible ending!
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint, or gives the GM some kind of code for how to move forward.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison? Like, they'll
Oh.
only show us the way out once we've grown truly and utterly desperate?
That is a possibility.
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison. Oh, wait, guess it's kind of how the Fortress of Meripede works if you're lucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
before I forget, Navia, the short sword you had with you earlier, I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era. If I remember correctly, that style was last in vogue several hundred years ago.
Wait,
That's old.
Clorinde said that sword used to belong to her master, right? Does that mean her master has been alive that long?
Yo.
I doubt it. The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything. I'd
Oh,
say
really
the
now?
sword was most likely an heirloom passed down over time.
Okay.
Hang on. A precious heirloom passed down to you by your master.
Excuse me.
And you
Sorry about
gave
that.
it to me
I had
just
a long
like
day
that?
today. I'm sorry if
you
I'm
weren't
yawning.
worried I might lose it?
Sorry about that,
Master left
everybody.
many things to me when she disappeared. There was the sword, an old key, and a good amount of junk she probably just didn't want to take with her.
She
I
had to
gave you
pack
the
light
sword
for her
back
journey,
then.
I guess.
Because I didn't want our friendship to end.
Oh.
When did this happen exactly?
Clorinde. Thanks, Chase.
After the duel.
Yawning is
Mr.
something
Callis
I
and
don't like
myself.
doing on stream. But at least it shows that, hey,
Before that,
I'm still
Clorinde
human.
would have meals with us and even
Life out
stay
here be
over at the
tiring.
Spina some days. She was on great
Hopefully I
terms
can
with
finish
Papa
this
as
by
well.
6.
After
Because I
the
want to
duel,
eat dinner
though,
soon.
there was a period of time where we simply
But I really
didn't
want to finish
know
the
how to
story.
face each other. She entrusted this sword to me, and never came back. We were both sad, and conflicted, and totally overthinking everything as a result. Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder
Hi, welcome
if
to the
Miss
stream.
Petunia had never introduced us to each
Thank
other
you
at
so
that
much
picnic.
for coming.
Maybe part
I'm
of the
Vicky.
sadness I was
I am
feeling could
a
have been
very
avoided.
new VTuber.
Back
I'm a
then,
YouTuber,
it felt like I
but I'm
hadn't
very new
just
to
lost a
VTubing. This is
father,
actually my first
but a close
official
friend as well.
VTubing stream.
No one can change the
With my
past.
VTubing character.
The most important thing is that you
Thank
two
you so
found
much
your
for
way
stopping
back to each
by.
other and can enjoy
It's not the
things like
best I
this
know,
together.
but hey,
Yep, you're right.
I'm learning.
I'm sorry, you
So
two.
thanks so much for stopping by.
I didn't mean to bring up any sad memories.
Hope you get to come by for more streams.
Think nothing of it. No one here is at fault.
Wait, what was that? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Huh.
Clorinde, what is that? Are we trapped? We're trapped in here? Clorinde, are we okay? Nani?
Looks like the next part of our script is here.
Perfect timing.
Wait, Chase, what?
The situation was really starting to get desperate. And
Are we
not
trapped
just
in here or
because
what?
of
'Cause,
the
like,
present thing.
I'm scared now.
From Corinne's face, I really can't tell if it's good news or bad news.
Or it speaks to her professionalism.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. In this lightless dungeon, you lack a reliable way to tell how much time has passed.
We're continuing the story.
Eventually, you get used to the unpleasant odor of straw, mold, and rust, and find yourselves alternating between fits of drowsiness and despair. Suddenly, you hear footsteps outside the door.
Heads up, everyone. Someone's coming.
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice down.
We were actually locked in here. Who
Who are
frick?
you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the same as your own. I'm also a Marashose hunter.
A real
Shh.
Marcus Hunter.
I've already sent away the other guards, but if we make too much noise...
I understand, but how can we be sure we can trust you?
Any
The
proof?
king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable proof of your crime, you're to be executed before tomorrow's sunrise.
Why?
If you want to escape, it has to be now.
Executed? We barely did anything!
Exactly.
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure. Could this entire thing have been a trap?
An entire
It'll be time
trap,
for speculation
100%.
once we're out of here. As for my identity, I have no way to prove that to you just yet.
Hey, but at least you opened this up, though. Thank
Infiltrating the
you.
capital was difficult, and finding a chance to speak with you has taken a lot out of me. I could go on, but I think we can all agree that now is not the time for details.
Well, it doesn't look like we have any other
Have
choice.
you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door.
Thank
Still,
you.
these weapons alone won't be enough to defeat the true enemy behind the scenes. His faction is too powerful. The
FC the
guards are all
sorcerer.
under his control, and he's even stationed a number of golems in various rooms throughout the palace.
All right, don't worry. We
To
can
defeat
kick.
him,
We can
he
kick.
must
We
find
can
a
kick them.
secret vault. It is said that within that vault, the Marashose hunters of the past left behind a treasure with the power to defeat the sorcerer.
No problem.
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. I'll try my best to distract them so they don't go after you.
Use
As
absolute
long as my
soldier.
identity is not revealed, I'll be able to aid you when the final battle comes.
In that case, please stay safe.
Please do.
Thank you
You're
for
a
your
real
concern. I will do my
one. You
utmost.
are a real
As
one.
for the location of the vault, here, this map should lead you there.
Thank you. Noted. Duly noted.
Got it.
All right, once I open the door, remember to stick close and refrain from making any noise. I'll lead you out of here as quickly as possible. You now
Right.
have the chance to restore the honor and legacy of the Mara Shosei Hunters. So please, get out there and reclaim what's ours. And be sure to exercise caution.
With the help
Sure.
of the guard, you successfully escape the dungeons. Your sense of despair and anxiety both seem to fade as you continue your quest.
Let's go. Ooh.
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
All right. All right, let's go. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, God. Man, look at this. Look at this view. Gorgeous.
This should be the place marked on the map.
This bit of rock certainly looks suspicious.
Well, I'd
Yeah,
say
it
an
looks cool.
investigation's in order then. Plus, if all else fails, we can just blow it up.
Wait. Of course, Navia, would you?
Wow, you
would do
really meant
that?
that.
Navia, you
Before
wild
you
girl.
lies a serene
She can
stretch
be
of
wild when
open
she
water,
ready.
its surface shimmering a brilliant shade of sapphire blue.
We're swimming.
Well, guess this means it's time for a swim.
Left control to go down. Alright. Straight down we go. Where are we going? Higher? Oh. Alright, here we go.
Oh,
Clorinde?
what's the matter?
It's nothing.
Clorinde, be open, please.
As you step into the cave, you find yourself in an eerily quiet
Clorinde,
space.
be open, girl. Come
Before
on.
you lies a narrow passageway that appears to trail off endlessly into the distance.
Alright, here we go.
Wow, this must be where the treasure is hidden.
Yep,
But
there's
this
a...
door is blocking our way in. Huh.
It has
It
the
almost
Marshall Say
looks like
Hunter
it's been
thing on
here
it.
for quite some time. I've got to hand it to the tabletop troupe. They really went all out with the props.
Or is it really
Huh.
just a prop?
What have we got down here? A kind of mechanism connected to the door? Ah, it looks like we might have to arrange it into a certain pattern.
Okay.
Pattern on a stone door. That's something Master mentioned before.
This is more like a real life
Something
thing.
wrong, Clorinde?
I think
After a
Clorinde
long,
has something in
difficult
mind.
journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map. It appears to be an ancient site of some sort, where treasure likely awaits. Your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene, as if the secret that slumbers here has never once been disturbed.
Never
If you listen
once.
closely, you can almost convince yourself you can hear the sound of its calm, gentle breathing.
That description makes Paimon feel kind of bad for disturbing this place.
True.
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer. I say it's time for this treasure to once again see the light of day.
Linny's right. We need to keep going. The future of the kingdom depends on it.
Let's
The
go.
next part of the story requires us to solve the puzzle, right? Let's start exploring the area.
By the way,
Yes, that should be fine.
is it me or is Clorinde
Something
really...
feels off about all this. Guess I'll just have to improvise.
Yeah. I feel like it's me. It's like, this is really striking home. Install Hydro. Oh, we need a hydro core. Right. Wait for your companions. Alright, we get this as well.
I found something.
Found something here, too.
Alright. Let's get this.
Same here.
Alright, and there we go. Activate the mechanism to solve the puzzle. Attempt to solve the puzzle. The blue crystal into gray. Probably blue crystal into gray. Okay.
It worked!
Something just appeared. Some
Alright.
kind of new mechanism, maybe?
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves worthy of inheriting the secrets of the past.
Also, sorry if you hear a bit of
the
rain in
end
my
of each
background.
puzzle,
It just
you're
started raining,
rewarded
apparently.
With?
Uh-oh. I hope rain
key.
doesn't fly into my, like, into my room or anything.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
Huh? This is one of the Marachose Hunter keys that are passed down from generation to generation.
Okay,
It looks
so...
just like the one Master passed down to me. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key.
4.
And it seems like we just collected 3 of them.
So where's the last
That
one?
must mean...
Huh? What's wrong?
We need
You
only
hear
one
a
more.
few strange noises. Suddenly, all the torches in the ruin go out at once.
Huh? What's going on? Did we fall into another trap?
Oh, wait, hello?
For the sake of immersion, please close your eyes, everyone. Without the torches, the space is now completely dark, and you cannot see anything.
Hmm.
But Paimon can still see a little bit of.
Don't break it with immersion.
Sorry.
Paimon.
Suddenly, you hear the sound of footsteps pierce through the darkness.
Somebody's here.
There's someone else here. Oh, this is so unsettling. I can't see anything.
This is scary.
I've been discovered then.
Wait, that voice, it's...
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place.
Yeah.
It appears he now covets the treasure for himself, and has come to stake his claim.
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't see anything, that means we can't fight to the fullest of our abilities.
Karina?
Should we retreat for now?
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marachose hunter.
Oh,
But this isn't part of the script.
I guess this is the proof.
Retreat? That's not the hunter way. If it's dark for us, then it's dark for him. We choose to fight.
Your choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you the torches have been relit. This battle will be in the dark.
You got it.
Well then, let us begin.
No. Clorinde is the only one fighting him.
Into the shadows.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Ha! You're facing a veteran Marachose hunter. You don't stand a chance.
Is he still standing? Goodness, he sure has a lot of HP.
Dang!
Is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
Is Clorinde a little bit better
The
than
enemy is
Raiden
strong
Shogun?
and relentless. But the battle is nearing its end. The torches have not been relit.
What about now?
Final strike. Ha!
Ow.
Oh, well, did we get him?
Why is she answering?
Clorinde?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, the four of you successfully defeat the uninvited guest.
Lies.
That look in his eyes. It's like he became an
Clorinde.
entirely different person as soon as I defeated him.
Huh? Mr. Florian?
What?
Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. I should stay in character.
Stay in character for Brina.
Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here just to betray us? Is this treasure really more important to you than bringing peace to the kingdom?
What kingdom? What peace? Those were nothing but lies! I, Florian, am a true Marachose hunter, descended from hunters of ages past.
His eyes are
So
interesting,
he's
though.
also using his real name. Or, wait, was that the name of his character from the very beginning?
Yeah, because
Then
now
I'm
I am
even more confused. If you truly are a
Exactly.
Marachose hunter,
We are all
shouldn't you want to
confused.
help us just like you said before? Shouldn't we fight together for the sake of the people?
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no glory to be had as a Marachose hunter.
What's that supposed to mean?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. We lived a life of obscurity in the remote wilderness. Still, he devoted everything he had to being a Marachose hunter. And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about him. When he died, not a single person came to mourn his passing. The Marachose
dang.
hunters were the
Oops,
ones who
one moment,
saved this
everybody.
city. We're heroes. We deserve more
Something.
recognition and respect than this.
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy?
Yep.
I didn't expect the script to contain this level of social criticism.
I don't think that's
So
the script,
why
honey.
you wanna
That's
take
in
the
real
treasure
life.
for yourself? You feel like you're
I think
owed
bro is
fame
not
and
all right.
wealth?
No.
If
he
you already
is
knew where the
not
treasure was
okay.
located,
He is
why didn't you
angry
just
and
come
mad
down
that
here and
people
take
really
it?
forgot the truth about the
Because
hunters.
I
IRL.
still needed the final key.
Only a true Marachose hunter is capable of passing through this final door. As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain, Florian lost that right long ago.
Bro, you are not
Okay,
him
but
anymore.
what
Literally,
is
Corinne
this
just said you
treasure
ain't
anyway?
him.
We've
No
got all
more.
the keys, right?
Not
so
again.
can we
And
just
never
go
will.
in and take a look?
You're sure you want to go in?
We've been talking about it for so long. Of course we want to see what's inside.
Hi, Net
And
Rivera.
we've already
Welcome to the
defeated
stream.
Florian, right?
We're
So
playing
he won't
Clorinde's
try
story
to take
quest
it from us
in Genshin
anymore.
Impact, and this is a very
Pesky
interesting
brats.
quest so far.
Watch yourself.
I
Then
don't.
let's
We
open
may
the
be
door
winding
together.
down on the story of this
Alright.
quest, but overall,
Your choice of action is confirmed.
this quest has been story quest has been really good. I love it.
Before
All
you,
right.
the door to the treasure, sealed and undisturbed for more than 100 years, finally swings open. You hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse.
Ooh, baby.
Almost like a sleeping giant letting out an extended yawn. You get the impression that the secrets buried behind this door might be just as heavy as the sound you just heard.
It's open. Come on, let's go in. Paimon
Oh
wants
my
to see
God,
what's
Paimon, stop
inside.
blocking me.
Ooh, me too.
Oh no. Exactly. Get out the
Ugh,
way.
Uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of adventuring.
Yes, it is.
What do we have here? Uh-huh.
Now
A
it's like, wait a minute,
stone
what?
tablet? And some shabby weapons?
Hey. Hey, don't disrespect the hunter
You
history.
call this a treasure vault? Looks more like an abandoned warehouse.
Hey guys, shut up.
Maybe the troop ran out of budget at the end?
They provided a super
I don't
immersive
know.
experience at the beginning, only to drop the ball at the most important part.
Have
They
they not
could at
realized that
least
this
fill
is
this
now
place with
more
cardboard
realistic
mortar or
than
something.
ever
Wait,
than
I
script?
get it now. Paimon,
Thank
this
you.
is the real Marashose Hunter treasure.
Finally, somebody figured it out.
This is it? The Marashose Hunter treasure is just a stone slab and some broken swords? I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it!
Whoa, are you okay?
Bro, what happened? You.
The Marashose Hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. He needs to
is
leave the room
not
for a
okay.
moment to collect himself. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit, you may remain here
Yeah,
in the
Chase,
meantime
this man
and
is
explore your
not-
surroundings.
It's not okay. Mentally, physically, So while we let let the rest of us go, we're gonna go as Clorinde and talk to Florian. He's gone cuckoo crazy. Exactly.
So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here? Or what happened to your body just now?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Oh, don't worry. I took those out.
How did you...
I
Don't worry.
could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismantled the whole thing.
Clorinde
So
is
the
a
strongest
boss.
champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It would seem your skills as a Marashose hunter are as sharp as ever.
I deserve some answers, don't you think?
Yeah, we all do.
Tell me why you wanted to lure me here.
But you want to kill me?
Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth. Luckily, your monologue was dramatic enough to convince my friends you were just role-playing.
And your improvisation,
I don't know.
Clorinde. Don't
I just
discount
always
yourself.
felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. Something agitated and angry. Who knows? Maybe it was my own anger all along. I could never really tell.
Mm-hmm.
The feelings
Sure.
about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry, bitter that no one remembered them or praised their accomplishments.
Understandable.
I don't know
for
when
that.
it started, but at some point, my anger came to completely consume me. At that point, I remembered the legend my father used to tell me. The one about the treasure.
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives? Wouldn't they just destroy the treasure and bury you along with it?
I think,
I
I think,
can't
bro,
remember.
calm himself,
My head is a
calm
mess.
himself down with touching
It
grass.
felt like there was
Yeah.
this voice telling me
Sometimes
to
what you need to do
eliminate
is
the
you need to
hunters,
just
but
lie
now
down,
it's gone.
close your eyes,
From your description, I suspect you were dealing
and
with a
just
devorator.
breathe.
Devorator?
Especially if you, especially go
master-
outside and breathe some fresh air and,
Your
and
father,
get some grass.
I mean, never talked about it?
Go outside and touch some
It
grass.
was a kind of monster
Like I
that
did
was
this
active
morning.
several
I played with my
centuries ago.
dogs a little bit
No,
before I
I've
came
heard of
inside
it.
and
I'm just not sure
had a long
why
day
you
on my
suddenly-
computer working on
Wait, it can't be.
things and
seal.
also now streaming.
The
And I
seal?
won't be able to go outside and touch grass because it's raining right now.
My family has served as
So I'll have to
Marashose
probably
hunters
touch
for
grass
many
tomorrow morning.
generations.
Before I go into editing
But
mode.
the title and swordsmanship weren't the only things passed down over our line. There was a seal as well. My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. He said it had been passed down over a truly ancient age, and protecting it was our clan's most important duty. But
Mhm.
I neglected that duty after he died.
Oh,
I finally decided to come down and check on it one day, and that's where my memories become fuzzy.
oh, something took over you?
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being, even ones as capable as the Hunters. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this, some Marashose Hunters chose to seal the Devorator away, in the hopes that a permanent solution would come with the passage of time.
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts, to the point where they overtake you entirely.
Hmm.
It would seem I'm not just lacking in skill with a blade, but in mental fortitude as well.
Because mind and
yet,
body are
you were
important as a
able to
Marshall Say
retrieve
Hunter.
3 of the 4 keys. If I remember correctly, each was entrusted to a respected and capable hunter. How did you manage it?
Oh yeah, that.
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third was one that I snatched while the person was on the way home from the tavern. I nearly died in that alley.
Oh.
I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone in Fontaine.
Yeah, she built
I
different.
observed you from dusk to dawn, but could never find any opportunity to sneak up on you. I never even saw you drink a single glass of liquor.
She don't drink
The
alcohol?
only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then... Oh, I get it now. That monster, it wanted to bury you here alongside the treasure.
Say what now?
I won't comment on anything else.
Hey, if
But the
Clorinde
script
does not
was
drink
good.
alcohol, she's healthy
Well, I
as
did
frick.
pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marachose hunters.
I drink alcohol, but I
and how they came to be
barely drink
forgotten.
it. I
It's more than just a story.
I drink very small amounts of alcohol, and I only drink
You're
it whenever
proud to be
someone
a hunter.
offers me to it.
You're still
Offers
holding
me
on to
it,
that part
and
of
the
yourself.
only people who have offered me
no matter
alcohol are
how
my
small.
parents, and they've only
I
given
have
me a
done so
very
many despicable
small amount of
things.
alcohol. I mainly
have
drink
nothing to be
non-alcoholic
proud of.
beverages,
Then
fruit
explain the
juices,
purpose of the evil sorcerer in
and
your
hot
story.
beverages and water, and soda. But
Isn't he the true antagonist?
alcohol? Oh, if you see
The
me
one who
drinking
sought
that, it
nothing
was
but
only
his own
for
gain,
very specific
and
reasons.
used the people as pawns to attain it? In your heart of hearts, he was the one you
Those are s-
truly wanted to
Those
defeat.
are pretty bad. Yeah,
But-
soda's pretty bad.
But I've already tainted my sword. I no longer have any right to...
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you introduced yourself earlier. Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and acknowledged by the people? What did your father teach you about our order?
Who are you really, Florian?
You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve.
That's what we
There's
do.
nothing special
That's
about a
what
blade.
that was the hunters do,
It's the intentions of the wielder that matter above all else.
and that's fact.
Do you still not understand? Even after seeing the treasure for yourself? The contents of that room, they represent the true legacy the hunters left behind.
You're right. I am a Marachose hunter.
Yes, you
It's
are.
time for me to redeem, no, to finally serve the people I vowed to protect all along.
Please do.
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I won't bother to defend myself against.
Oh yeah, you going to
Good.
jail.
Then, come with me, and help me see the script through to the end.
You, bro,
Huh?
are going
See the
to
script through to the
jail.
end? But there's no more script left.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Never finished it, huh?
he is
No, I
going
mean,
to
I
jail.
wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here.
He
There was
has
no reason to
some
write
charges.
beyond this point.
Chase.
Then
He
we'll
has some
just have to
charges.
keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
You mean the Devorator? Are you saying I have to make up the rest of the script as we go along?
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it.
Yeah.
Surely you can write an ending where the hunters win and justice prevails. I'll be there to help you too.
You aren't afraid your
Hey.
party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are capable of,
Yeah, we built
and they're all
different.
quite skilled.
We know what we know what
Besides,
we can do.
I need their help.
Then, are you going to tell them the truth about all this?
Ah, I don't intend to spoil the fun.
Wow.
Sometimes, protecting dreams and fantasies is more important than exposing the truth. Don't you think?
All right. Let's head back.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem.
We had some reason.
Ahem! My fellow Marachose hunters, please forgive me, for I have sinned.
Turn it down.
Sorry.
After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and regained my pride as a Marachose hunter.
Do I smell a redemption arc?
Yes, we do.
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he could bury you in this cave.
That little... Wait, you're saying all of that wasn't you, but the evil sorcerer?
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and minds of the people.
And he got you.
I fell under his influence because I did not possess a strong enough sense of will.
And how are you going to prove that you're a changed man? We're not going to fall for the same trap twice.
Yeah, you better put some proof out there. Money where your mouth is, mister.
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure. It reminded me of my father's past teachings. The treasure was actually...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past and their weapons?
Wait, you already know?
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skills.
Hey!
Wait, I mean,
Don't break character.
Marashose hunter Navia's exploration skills.
Don't break the... Navia.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. For example, this Marashase hunter called Est.
Somebody need to let
She
Navia
inherited
tone
the
it down. She's too
responsibilities of the Golden
experienced.
Hunter and passed judgment on many people. But in private, she had a very easygoing personality. Her favorite pastime was singing and dancing with her friends, and she was said to have a beautiful voice.
So, she was just like you.
Yeah, for real. You got a good voice.
You really think so?
She loves that.
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I also have a few things in common with this Walter. Working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemies in battle.
Magician
If only I
made.
could have seen the feats of magic he pulled off back then.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments. How could they have all been forgotten?
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate in the dark. To be
In
a
other words,
Marashose
be one
hunter
with the
is to
darkness.
willingly give up on wealth and fame.
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind by their companions.
That's right.
It's the
Few
small one,
Marashose
like the
hunters
books
ever
or- like
revealed their
books or
identity
something.
to the public.
Are the
They
small
always
ones like
protected
books
the
or
city
something?
from the shadows.
I'm
The only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night, when they gathered with their fellow hunters in front of the bonfire to share stories of the monsters slain by their hand.
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunters
really
would be
sure,
remembered
Chase.
by the people, but so that they
It
would
could,
be
it could not
remembered
be.
by each
We-
other.
I don't
No
know.
wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet in solemn silence.
Pay respect
The
to my
names of your comrades etched onto its surface serve as a reminder that you are never truly alone.
Pay respect
the
to my
tablet proves
comrades,
that-
indeed.
Although a hunter walks a shrouded path, it is not a solitary one. There will always be those who walk beside you, a fact that remains as true today as in ages long past. Their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation, as everlasting as the stone onto which their names are carved.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I ever became lost. So this is what you wanted me to find.
The legacy of the hunters.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah,
You are very kind.
we can trust him now. Now that
I implore
he's
you,
finally
everyone.
learned.
Please give me a chance to make up for all I've done. Allow me to fight alongside you and defeat the evil sorcerer that threatens the peace and prosperity of everyone in this kingdom.
Well,
Yes, sir.
I say we let you join.
Sounds good to me too.
Of course.
Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is what you do to make up for them.
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian, do you even know how to defeat the evil sorcerer?
When he took over my mind, I gained some insight into his thoughts. Every time I thought of the treasure, he reacted with a strong sense of fear.
He's scared.
Huh? He's afraid of the treasure?
He's
But
scared of the
there's
fact that we
nothing
now
here
know the
except some
legacy of
broken
the
weapons in the
hunters.
stone tablet.
What if the secret's hidden inside these weapons?
Ooh.
GM, permission to investigate.
All right, what do we get? Ooh, Nice.
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely ordinary.
This
But
is
as you
very
observe them,
D&D inspired.
notice
I'm
a
gonna keep
faint
saying it,
energy
man. This is
emanating
so
from
D&D
within.
inspired.
These blades have slain countless monsters. Though it's been a long
I
time since
love
they were
it.
used in
I don't
battle,
play D&D, but
their
you know,
edges
I've
remain
watched.
sharp,
I don't really
as if
watch
they're
a lot of
simply
D&D people,
waiting for the
although
next worthy
I've
hunter
watched
to
a few
carry on
snippets
their
every now and again
legacy.
of Critical Role, for example.
Basically, take these
But
with us, right?
Critical Role, and
I'll
there's this
take
other
this weapon,
D&D one that
since
I've
it used
watched
to
called
belong to
Savings
Est.
Throw.
Maybe it'll
Um,
find comfort in being held by someone who
love-
appreciates the arts.
I've always wanted to get into D&D as
Ah,
well, but
good
I don't know
idea.
when I can.
I'll
I
take
could
Mr.
try
Walter's
this summer,
bow
but this
then.
summer might be busy.
From one archer magician
But
to
if I
another.
could get into it, I'd love to do it.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon too!
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being. It's a feeling of courage, determination, a silent vow passed down from generation to generation that says, eradicate the monsters, no matter the cost.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sorcerer?
Yeah, where
I
that?
was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe he's currently hiding out at the church in the kingdom. We must be extremely careful. He's spent so long living among monsters that he's now taken the form of one. He will not be easily defeated.
Oh, don't worry.
Then why don't we
won't.
explore some more and try to find some higher level gear? We don't want to just fight him and lose, right?
Exactly.
Oh, No, we have to strike now. He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control. If we let him rest, he might have time to escape.
More improv.
I agree with Mr. Florian. We've got to act while we have the advantage. Don't forget, the people of the capital are counting on us.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting. The longer this drags on, the worse it will be for everybody.
Yes, that's what's called...
Taking the
Yes,
initiative.
that's exactly right.
Alright, you've persuaded Paimon.
Mr. Florian, please lead the way.
Yes, sir.
Of course. Follow me.
He had to set up so many scenes today, and now he has to join in for this last part. I really don't envy his job.
Finally, you decide to slay the evil sorcerer and bring peace back to the kingdom once and for all. As you walk away, you feel the gaze of the stone tablet at your back, as if all the hunters of the past are wishing you success in the battle ahead and awaiting your triumphant return.
Oh, don't worry. We'll kick butt. So let's go and finish things off. Ah, not too far. Question, when will you make Roblox videos? Ooh, about that. So now that I've 100% sorted out my my recording settings now, because I finally fixed them like last week, I am going to be doing Roblox videos again. I just haven't decided what games I should do. Cause I don't really know. This is where like having a Discord server really helps me out. But because you guys could give me suggestions of what games you'd want me to try out or what video types you'd want me to do with Roblox. I wanted to get back into Royal High, but oh man,
Finally,
I don't
you
know.
arrive at the church Florian described. As you approach, an
Because there are
ominous
so many
aura
ideas I
surrounds you.
had for Royal High
You get the
before
sense
a lot
that
of
your
things
enemy
went
is
down.
close at hand.
I don't know if I can
How
still do them.
strange.
Why
This
not try Slayer
uneasy
Corpse?
feeling seems so real.
Ooh,
How did they manage
I
that?
could try that.
Now,
Thanks for the
it
recommendation.
is time for the
Chase.
final battle.
Let's go.
Hopefully next week I'll start making videos on Roblox. It's kind of like Demon
Florian,
Slayer.
wait.
Oh, okay.
What's
alright.
wrong?
I'm not the biggest anime fan, but I've watched a few
think you should
episodes of
wait
Demon Slayer, and
outside.
honestly, I like it.
You've already been corrupted
So
by the
if
Devorator
it's
once.
somewhat close to it,
It could
I'll
easily
try it.
re-enter
I
your
will
mind and
consider
take
that.
control of your body. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this
Thank
close.
you so much for that suggestion,
If it
Chase. I will
corrupts you
keep
again,
that in mind.
It's possible you might take on a new form entirely.
That's exactly why I have to go. Why I should be at the very front.
If you do want to help me out with like video
You
ideas or
mean-
stuff, I do have a Discord
Yes.
server.
I
If you
intend to
do
lure
have
it
Discord,
into
then we
my
will be willing
body.
to join. And if you
That's
are
too
of the
risky.
age to be on Discord,
If things get out of hand, I might have to kill you. Do you
and all that.
understand how
So, you
dangerous
know.
this is?
to keep
I
interacting with me
understand,
outside
but
of
if I
YouTube,
do
because
this,
I
you'll
am
have a
on
clear and
Discord a
visible
lot.
target.
The
The Devorator will
that
have
would
a
be the
hard
best to
time
interact
passing
with
up a
me,
chance to enter
'cause
a
I do have
body
the
it
Discord
knows how to
server.
control. You won't have to
Is
worry
it?
about any of your friends being taken over.
My Discord server link should be in the description
You're
of the
not
stream.
like me, Miss Clorinde. You're a just and
But
powerful
if
Marashose hunter.
if the link is not working, let me
The
know.
monster broke free due to
But
my
by the
error.
way, there's
It's
one
only
though,
right
like,
that I shoulder
I
the
really
responsibility
I
for its
don't really like
destruction.
Discord.
This is
I can understand that,
something
but that's
that I
where a
have
lot
to
of
do.
the people that I work
Consider
with
it a
are
duel
on
to
right
restore
now.
my honor.
Because that's how
My
I
only request
also
is that you
interact
give
with
it
a
your
lot of
all.
people. That's how I meet a lot of people. That's how I actually got fully into YouTube as well.
I understand.
So I
Then,
can understand
as a
the
champion
problem
duelist,
Discord has.
I hereby accept your request for a duel, and extend to you my most sincere regards.
Thank you.
The battle is now upon us. Let the
If I could
Devorator
have
once
somewhere
again
else that I could
tremble
also
under the
interact with,
blade of the
my
Marashose
people
hunters.
other than Discord, I would. But just managing Discord is a lot. Plus, I have Discord servers that I'm also working in. Get out! Thank you. What is this? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. So how am I supposed to get up there? I think I'm gonna just not do that. I think you gotta jump on the blue things. Well, oh, wow. Oh, what is he doing? Oh,
So lifelike.
no. Let's go. Cutscene. Hold on, let me move my VC real quick.
Why is nothing working?
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own two hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names. It's the Marashose hunters' names.
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Summon,
Hunters
baby.
fight not for fame,
Summon
but to aid
them.
the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marashose Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marashose Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Ooh, look at them.
Petronia, protector of justice and order.
Ooh.
The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
We have come to answer your summons.
Yeah, because I want you guys to see the cutscene. I don't want to block the cutscene anymore. Yo, that looks so cool.
And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by the sorcerer, also recognized the errors of their ways.
There we go. Hi.
Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom.
Oh, that was sick.
But others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marachose Hunters. They pursue the phantoms in the darkness and exterminate all who pose a threat. They will always protect the city and those within it, even should all memory of their accomplishments be forgotten by the very people they serve.
Yeah.
I am assuming we've finally reached the end of the script.
Yes, you've reached one of the better endings.
Thank
It's
God.
a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first.
This
but
story
the
was
further
so
we got
good, even
into
though it
it,
was
the
improvised
more
in the very
impressed
last
I
part.
became with the
But
production and the plot. That final battle especially.
I'm gonna be real.
all
Genshin
the
devs, you
effects
cooked with
were
Clorinde's
super
story quest.
realistic.
You cooked.
Oh, right. Yeah. Totally.
I wonder how Sichuan's going to be.
Ah, that's a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from that vault would have that kind of effect.
Oh yeah, true.
Mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took a good look at it after we got out, but I don't think it ever lit up again. Oh, we should probably give these props back, right? I'll just leave mine here.
Oh yeah, we should give it back.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if another script like this comes around.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this
Sure,
again.
no problem.
Then I'll head back for now.
If
I
there's
think I need some time
if
to
Corinne
fully
gets a part
digest
2 to this
everything that
and
just
it's
happened.
another one of these, oh yo,
Once
I'm ready for
Mr.
it. I'm
Florian
gonna
is
stream
awake, please pass
Bet
on my
your
regards to
bookmarks
him.
on it. No
He
questions.
must be extremely exhausted.
Oh,
to
man,
have
he
passed
out for the
cold like
account.
that.
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
Yeah, a whole
Well,
lot.
see you all
Mentally,
some other
emotionally, and
time.
physically.
Toodaloo.
My man needs just to go to bed.
Okay, so, can I ask now?
Yeah, we know.
I think it should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
What in the world was going on back there?
Oh yeah.
So you saw through all of that?
We played along. We know what happened.
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes?
Oh yeah,
It'd
we
be
knew we
weirder
were
if we
fighting.
didn't notice anything.
Yeah, we knew.
I was dying of curiosity the entire time. I mean, you
Don't think
did a
you could hide
pretty
anything
bang-up
from us,
job
Miss
of
Clorinde.
pretending nothing had gone wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Karina actually looked like she thought all of it was planned.
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
Oh no,
Hey,
but it was
What
worth
are you
it.
all talking about?
I was just
Oh,
playing
wait,
into.
don't tell me Paimon never... Oh, this is all my fault. It's not too late to cover your ears. Here, Paimon, I'll do it for you.
Oh no.
A bit late for that, don't you think?
Yeah, Paimon, it was all a ruse.
You're saying everything that happened back there wasn't actually part of the script?
Yeah. It was all improv. Welcome to the world.
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
Ah.
My head.
Oh no.
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain yourself!
All right, Paimon, shut up.
No shaking, please. My
Paimon!
head.
Paimon, he's not okay. Yo, Paimon, this is how you get yourself into too much trouble, girl.
Did Paimon just hear that right? You guys made up that whole last part on the spot?
The power of improv, baby.
It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's got to admit that was a really good story, Florian. Oh, and nice improvisation, Clorinde!
Improv,
Yeah,
baby.
It was like
Nothing
watching a
it.
magician improvise a spectacular magic trick after forgetting an important prop.
Even
If
Lenny was
Paula
like
knew something was wrong
impressive.
with that vault, she would have floated straight in the opposite direction.
Everything was under control.
As if you've ever described a situation as being out of control. I'm pretty sure any situation you consider to be easy to handle would scare a reasonable person half to death.
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations then. That explains why you're so good at coming up with things on the spot.
Yeah, she is made for this.
As for you, Florian,
I know there's no excuse for what I did.
Jail!
I'll
Period!
turn myself into the guards at once, confess my crimes, and
Jail!
accept any punishment that comes my way.
Jail.
I would say you've already suffered more than enough.
What?
You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning,
Wait, he
but
not
your
going to jail?
actions during the final battle had proven you to be a true Marechaussee hunter.
Wait, is he going to jail or not going to jail, Clorinde?
You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below.
Okay.
Your job as a hunter is more important.
He not going to jail, though,
But-
unfortunately.
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the 2 hunters you wronged. Prepare to accept any terms they give you as well.
Ah, okay. So he's not going to jail,
Yes,
but he
of
has
course.
community service.
As far
of
as
course.
I'm concerned, though,
It's a punishment. I think
your
you can
showing in
manage.
the duel was enough to prove your honor.
Community service is not
Then
a bad.
I'll do exactly as you said. I'll go return those 2 keys right now. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll do my best to prove myself worthy of the second chance you've given me. I swear this on my name and honor as a Marechaussee hunter.
Ooh.
Until we meet again, everyone.
Okay, so we exit the basement shortly after Florian. We've gone almost 2.5 hours of
Speaking of
streaming.
Marechaussee hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Oh yeah, that.
Leave it be.
Are
Okay.
you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are remembered. Don't you want that?
Hey, they don't need to be.
No. Every name on that tablet made the same choice.
Yeah,
All hunters know what the path entails.
it's been 2 hours, I think.
I am no exception.
Well,
My identity as a Marechaussee hunter is
on
not
OBS,
something I need people
it's
to
almost
remember.
it's 2 hours and 25
I
minutes
wish only
since
to
I've
be
been streaming.
recognized as a
So
champion
5 more minutes
duelist.
and it's almost 2.5
Nothing more.
hours.
That's
But
certainly
honestly-
very different from the path
Yo,
of
this
a
2.5
magician.
hours has been
Still,
awesome.
I admire your decision.
Wait, Paimon just remembered something. If there were no special effects involved, why did our weapons begin to glow during the battle?
That's them. That was all them.
That's because the Marechaussee hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters.
Wow.
Whenever a monster was nearby, their weapons would start to glow.
Oh, so that's why they had an effect on that guy near the end.
Well, I'm sure the summons were a part of it too.
Oh? How's...
This particular devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters we saw in the room. The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters.
Wow.
Countless monsters fell to their blades.
Man.
That's likely why the devorator visibly reacted when you said them out loud.
So the names held the power all along.
As they did.
Navia, everything you said during your summon,
Oh.
Oh, I meant what I said. I mean, it was true to my character, so yeah, I'm glad you heard it. Just don't make me repeat
Hey,
myself.
Navia, don't be embarrassed,
It's
girl.
embarrassing.
I really appreciated those words.
Oh,
All right, all right.
besties. Lego.
Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm going to go on ahead. Don't fall too far behind now.
She ran off.
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly incredible. I might have to spend the whole night telling my siblings all about it.
Bye, Lily.
Goodbye.
Traveler,
Aw.
should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create.
Hey,
There's
more
still
lines
value
for her,
in the time I
voice
shared with
actor.
everyone here, in the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
A great answer. I'll remember it.
What would your answer be,
Me?
Clorinde?
The Marachose Hunter says nothing in response to that question.
Wow.
Perhaps her answer lies in her silence. An unspoken vow left to echo through the night. The path she walks needs no explanation.
None. One of the best story quests in the game, hands down. They cooked. Genshin devs, I gotta give it to you this time. You cooked. You served a full-on course of an absolute five-star 3-course meal. And boy, did I eat it up. I have no regrets. I am so glad I came back to Genshin Impact when I did the past couple weeks. Because if I didn't, I would have missed out this. Holy smokes. They cooked. If anybody says that this quest is awful, oh, sorry. If anybody says that this quest sucks, I am going to flat out argue with them. This is the types of quest we needed. Oh my god. This is what I've been wanting. Oops. Yeah, my VTuber avatar kind of be glitchy and stuff. But oh my gosh. This quest was gold. This quest was everything. I don't know how they're gonna top this. I hope Siege Wind Zone is good. But man, Clorinde, you got an amazing story quest. We all thought Arlecchino Zone was cool. Nah, bro. Clorinde just came in and stole the darn show. This now makes me want to pull for her, but unfortunately, I've already resigned myself to Farina. Which, hey, I loved Farina Zone too. Farina's was also a really good quest. So, dang. Nampia Zone was pretty good too, but like, yo, Clorinde, Mama, you took the whole show. You took the entire show. I thought Sethos' own Sino's part 2. Sorry. Sino's part 2 of his quest was cool as well. Cause man, I won't forget that battle he and Sethos did. Ah yeah, baby, that was awesome. And I love Sethos. And also I have Sethos. The game looking peaceful and not no. It's all peaceful till a bunch of the enemies finally reach your vicinity. You just have to say, well, time to kill. Alright, hold on.
Light it up!
Thank you, Rosario. But all I'm gonna say is this, and I will say it for the last time. Genshin, you cooked with this update. Keep it up like this, and you will probably have me back in this game full time. Full time.
Another chance. Suffocate.
This is the type of story quest I want. I am so glad this quest was made.
The hunted.
Ooh. So like for those Clorinde wanners, I hope you get her, and for those who have her, I hope you enjoy playing as her. Cause I won't lie, her fighting style is actually good. For the amount of time you got, for the little experience I got with Clorinde during the story quest, yo, she and Raiden are gonna have a bit of a fight to see who is now the best 5-star Electro player. Cause I feel like Clorinde and Raiden Shogun, yeah, they're gonna be fighting for best position. I think there's gonna be a bit of a squabble there. But other than that, I hope everybody who gets her, who's gotten her, enjoys playing as her, and for those who want her, I hope you get her. And yeah, that's all I gotta say on the matter. Man, we're now 2.5 hours over the stream time. I enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed the story. And I hope for those who have not played the story quest as yet, I hope they do and realize, and hopefully they'll come to the same conclusion as me. And I hope they enjoy it as much as I did myself. But with that being said, unfortunately, and it's necessary though, I gotta end stream now. Unfortunately, it is 6:35 p.m. I am hungry. I need to eat dinner. I need to hydrate. I gotta go take care of myself. I had a long day today. But thank you guys so much. I'll be editing some videos. Hopefully they'll come out next week. And I'll hopefully work on some Roblox videos as I want to get back into my Roblox thing, but we'll see. Thanks for again for the suggestion. Thanks for those coming by. For those watching the VODs, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more streams and videos on my channel. I do have a Honkai Star Rail video planned, a Minecraft video planned. Minecraft, I'm not seeing that hasn't come out on my channel before. And hopefully Roblox next week. We'll see how next week goes. Because I do have some personal stuff I need to do next week as well with my parents. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, for viewing, and for taking the time out to come here. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in another stream or another video. Bye!